Welcome back to Mike's Miniatures, the place for all things mini wargaming, and in today's Faction Friday episode, we're going to do a relatively quick chapter here called The Red Templars. Now, the Red Templars there's not a lot about them. They're just a really simple, quick chapter. Founding's unknown, their current leader's unknown. We have no idea if they have a home world. All we know is that they are successors of the Imperial Fist. Their Primarch is Rogel Dorn, and that they are allied to the Imperium of Man. Some of the notable things that we actually see them in literature and what things they participated in. I found one where it was called The Harrowing of the Night Reapers. When the Night Reapers chapter were formerly loyalists and declared excommunicatores by the High Lords of Terra, they were one of a couple of Space Marine chapters, such as the Minotaurs and the Avenging Sons, I believe it was, were sent to go get the Night Reapers to kind of bring them to justice for the High Lords of Terra, and that's kind of where they've been mentioned in the past. Red Templars are a very simple color scheme. They are primarily wear red power armor. Their Aquila and the Imperialis chest piece right there is obviously plated gold or yellow. Their chapter symbol is actually a white fleur-de-lis, and it's typically found on that left shoulder pauldron. It's the exact same symbol as the Adeptus Sororitas. It's just a little slightly different. They do, for the different companies, they usually put it in a Gothic style number on one of their knee pads or on their shoulder pads with their symbol on the right hand side of what type of unit they are, whether they're a battle line or mounted or heavy support, things like that. It'll have their squad number that they are supposed to be a part of, or company number, and the company number within it is going to be the color of what the company. So first company is usually white, second a yellow, third red, green fourth, etc., etc. The Warhammer fandom wiki here, there's not even a whole lot of images of them, and this is somebody who had painted up a battle brother from the second company that was mounted on an assault bike. And this chapter, based on what I can tell, is basically if White Scars were red and they were Imperial Fist successor instead of White Scar successor. So this chapter, you can play them since they are pretty much unknown, except that they are Imperial Fists. You can obviously run them as Imperial Fists, but to be more thematic from what I was able to find with them, you should probably do this more, run them kind of like White Scars, and you just the gotta go fast kind of a feel for it here. So how I would start doing one of these armies is quite simple. Find the bikes, find the ATVs, find the jetpacks. In this case right here, as you can see, I would get a chaplain on the bike with the 5 intercessors with jump packs. You can get a box of Outriders. There's 3 of them, and the Invader ATV. These 4 boxes, as with our current theme of keeping it 4 or 5 boxes or less just to get us a starter army, will get us about 560 points. At time of recording, the MSRP is around $249.50 from Games Workshop total for these 4 boxes, but on Amazon you could probably find these at a definite discount price. In this case, it was $216.06 for these 4 boxes here. But how I would expand the army from there is just get all these different things right here. So obviously we still have our chaplain on the bike. We will still have our unit of Outriders and the ATV. But now what I would do is I would get a Gladius tank, a couple more Outriders, couple more ATVs, get a infiltrator squad for some of those deep strike and scout kind of a deal where you can infiltrate the field and have them kind of sit on the objectives to help you score points. They also have these hover bikes here. That's right, the Storm Speeders right here. So I get 2 Storm Speeders with that Gladiator style tank there to kind of just be your heavy firepower. And the ATV and the Outriders kind of just zooming around the battlefield, taking out light or medium infantry squads there. I would also just have, with the infiltrators, you could have those units of some intercessors. That's what they are, not intercessors, inceptor squads right here, with plasma or bolt guns. They should be really good to help you out with that. Now, how I would paint up this army, as you can see with this model here, I would just honestly paint them just like their colors. Do an entire red. I used Mephiston red for the majority of the body, and then rather than yellow, I just did the gold. So having Retributor armor as the main gold color. Still do the undersuit black. Do the lenses either a gold or a blue to help them stand out a little bit. And then washing it with either Nuln Oil or Agrax Earthshade, and always do the highlights to help brighten it up a bit. But that's really the video for this week. This chapter, like I said, is a very short and simple chapter. Comment down below if you have another Space Marine chapter you would like, or let us know what Xenos faction you'd like us to do, because we'll probably jump into that coming up in the future here. Again, I've been Mike, and this is Mike's Miniatures, and until next time, bye-bye.